Alright, so these two achievements involve the spinning blades that you come across during the Great Tomb of the Nameless Titan. I have on screen here one of the locations, but there's like 4 or 5 throughout the map, so you can do it on any of them. The first one is really easy, and all it needs is for you to get hit by the blade. But the second one requires you to make it past the blade while it's moving without being hit. And this is possibly one of the most annoying achievements to get unless you somehow get lucky and make it through in your first go, or if you own Firefly. So the funny thing about this is that if you do have Firefly, her technique actually triggers the achievement, but you don't get hit by the blade during the targeting portion of the technique. So you can just use it to cheese the achievement. I, however, don't own Firefly, so I had to come up with my own technique. So here's how I did it. The problem with running through is that there's a slight wind up on your sprint where you start to accelerate from a run to a sprint, and it makes it really hard to time since the window is so tight. So the method that I actually used is to use hook, and then I used her technique to launch myself through the gap. There's still an element of timing to it, but it's way more consistent because there's no wind up at all. You can just line her up and then tap the technique whenever you're ready. And because it has an immediate start, you can start to look at the position of the blade and then figure out exactly when to press the button to launch yourself. I found this method to be far easier than just running through with someone like Yukong, so give it a go. Let me know down in the comments how many attempts it took you.